This is INCRadio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesianicristo.
Friendly, vibrant, welcoming, wholesome, fun. Your friend, INCRadio, Sacramento.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone watching here on Your Friend from Sacramento, where we will have a weekly and lighthearted podcast radio that explores the intricate landscapes of human connection through friendship. And today, in our series of December, we are going to start talking about friendships and family. And I know that a couple weeks ago, we also talked about childhood friendships, but today in our topic, we are going to talk about friendships among children and their parents. So we are super excited to have you here with us today for our radio show. But I am not here by myself. I'm actually here today with our guest, JJ.
Hello, everyone. Long time no see.
So I know a lot of you that have been tuning in with us here knows JJ. But before we get started, for those of you that don't know JJ, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's JJ. I'm from Fairfield.
Yes.
No. What else should I say?
Let's start with how are you feeling this morning?
Okay, I'm feeling excited
Okay.
because we're on INCRadio Sacramento.
Yes, we are. And we are so grateful that you are here because you can always depend on your friend from Sacramento. So in our segment today, as we talk about the friendships between children and their parents, we want to invite everyone that's viewing and listening to like, share, and subscribe. Also, comment in the comment section below, please, and let us know something that you and your parents or your guardians do together that creates a stronger bond between the both of you. So to get into our topic, we are going to start off with our first question. And I will talk with JJ with this, and whoever would like to comment in the comment section below. How would you describe your relationship with your parents?
Okay,
Yes.
so I have a different relationship
Parent or
with my
parents? Yes.
mom and with my dad.
Okay.
We all get along for the most part. Sometimes we take each other for granted.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know that we love each other. And keeping that regulated is something that we're always working on.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
Now, a follow-up question with that. So you say that you have two different relationships with each of your parents, right? So for that in itself, do you think that the age that you are right now versus how old you were before, do you think that that kind of is a giving a hand into what the relationship is now? So I guess biting it down to smaller pieces to actually talk about.
Yeah.
What was your relationship with your parent or parents? You can choose either one, doesn't have to be both. When you were younger versus right now, like what are the things that you guys talk about, or not even talk about, but how you relate to each other?
Yeah, it's interesting because I guess obviously when I was younger, like my mom had to help me a lot.
Yes.
And now that I'm older and much taller, like I help her a lot.
Mm.
The things she can't reach or things she can't do, especially with technology.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. I totally agree.
Right?
I totally agree. Yeah.
So I'm the one buying tickets for airplanes. I'm doing the car stuff. anything that needs to be filed or talked to, with maybe bills,
Okay.
trying to get better deals
Yes.
by
Yes.
negotiation.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
I feel like I've taken more responsibilities over the years.
Okay.
And, of course, naturally,
hmm
it's to be expected as um, with a parent-child relationship because we
Okay.
should help our parents,
Yes.
right?
Got it.
So that's like that a lot with both my mom
Oh.
and dad,
Okay.
but especially with my mom because I've known her longer. My dad was in the military,
Okay.
so
Samesies.
yeah, it was
Yes.
harder to build the same rapport.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes.
we definitely still have the same respect
Of
for
course.
each other
Yeah.
and
Of course.
understanding,
Right.
just different roles sometimes.
I like that term that you used, roles. I think
Mhm.
that it's very important that we kind of emphasize and we realize that as we get older, right, we are our parents' children, but at the same time, we are our parents' adult children, right?
Yeah.
So I think the idea of roles, that specific word itself,
Mhm.
and responsibilities does come with that generation and that age differential.
Yeah.
Because of course, and I think the viewers and listeners can attest to this, is that when you're younger, obviously the rules and responsibilities fall on your parents because they are the ones that are, as you say, making the decisions, trying to
Mhm.
figure out all of the things that are needed for the betterment of your household and you. And then now that we're adults and we're seeing our parents get older,
Yeah.
we have to take on that responsibility even more so because, of course, technology is fast.
Oh yeah.
It's moving very quickly, and our parents are trying to keep up, but we are the more, as I would say, spry
Mhm.
types of individuals that can pick up a little bit faster. So I think that that's a great sentiment that you had put down, is that the roles that we had as children are now transcending to us as adults, and we are
Mhm.
taking on that role, not necessarily to say that we're switching roles with our parents, that they are becoming children, but they need us more so now
Yeah.
than prior to when we needed them even more.
Right.
Obviously there's like differences in between that, but definitely when it comes to functional things,
Yeah.
right? So I think that's great. And I feel like a lot of the viewers and listeners will also agree is when you are working with parents that are a little bit older, you want to be there for them and you want to make sure that you are assisting them and nurturing them, but you don't want them to feel inadequate or that you are condescending to them or making them feel like they're a child. So I think that's definitely something that is a great build. So thank you for sharing that.
Mhm.
Before we continue on in our conversation about the friendship dynamic or relationship dynamic you have between children and their parents, we are going to go into our next segment, which is a letter to a friend. And that is going to come from a letter that we received digitally from one of our viewers and listeners from INCRadio. So I am just going to pull that up on my handy dandy little device. Okay. And then we are going to read that for us today for a letter to a friend. So this is the letter that I have. Oh, thank you for waiting so much. Uh, Dear friend, from your friend, I am so excited that we get to share this year together, and I am looking forward to a new year of new adventures and new things to do. It's been a long ride, and we've gone through so many things, and I am so glad that in the next year we can continue to do those things. I cannot forget all of the times when I thought that life was getting so hard that I couldn't find out who I was going to be, but you gave me the strength and the courage to do all the things that I can do now. So thank you so much. Shout out to you, and I appreciate everything that you do. Love you always. To my number one gal and my bestie, to Bernie from Hazel. So shout out to you, Steve. That is our first letter to a friend. I wanted to do this segment personally because I wanted to give my friend a shout out. It's been a very long year. Obviously, that letter came from a very close place to my heart, and I wanted to give her a special shout out. So I really wanted to let you know, Bernie, if you're watching this, I hope you are. Thank you so much for a wonderful 2025. I'm excited for 2026. And thank you for continuing to support me in everything, and especially my family and everything that I'm doing currently and hopefully getting to do in the future with my career. So shout out to my friend. Thank you so much. Love you lots. For all of the viewers and listeners out there, if you want to send a special letter to a friend, please make sure that you let us know. Please email us when you can. And then also reach out to one of our hosts and one of our podcast friends and our radio friends so that they can also be part of this fun experience of a letter to a friend. So we're really excited to hear more letters from you, to hear more updates from everyone, and to also send out all of that love that we feel constantly on IMC Radio. So thank you so much, everyone. And before we get back into our main discussion, we are going to hop into the YouTube comments with JJ, who is going to be helping us with it. So I'm super excited to see. So JJ, in the comment section, before we get into that, what are some things that you want to ask the viewers and listeners to reply to you in the comments? Because JJ is live in the comments right now, everyone. So make sure that you also comment as well.
Okay, so I just put it in the chat.
Yes. Yes.
Everyone look for JJ Robledo 24.
Okay, and what is our question in the comments?
And I said, here's the question. How would you describe your relationship with your parents or parent?
Awesome. So thank you. Comment section, make sure that you look there below. Please make sure to comment, and also like and subscribe on the side so that you can constantly be in time with us, right? In real time, knowing all of the things that we are doing for your friend from Sacramento radio show. So we'll give you a couple of moments to go ahead and comment and to reply in the comment section before we get back to you. But so that we are keeping it going and keeping the ball rolling, we're going to be continuing on in our discussion about the relationships that we have as children to our parents. So we were talking about earlier in the show, and JJ was also sharing this about how when we are older, our roles are a little different from when we are younger, and how we take on those types of responsibilities, especially because our parents are getting older, as are we. So to go in on that actual portion of it is with that growth between your childhood to your adulthood right now, is there a parent that you are more close to, not necessarily in relationship wise, but that you have a fonder connection to because of either the proximity or the time or things from them that you've learned? So like, is there one or the other, or are they both? Are they both equally close to you, but in different ways?
That's a great question. With my mom, okay, and in general, I could say I'm definitely closer with my mom because we've just had more time together. We have longer history, but it also depends on what we're talking about. Right?
Yes.
So
okay. Subject matters. Yes.
If my dad is talking to me about cars, I can talk to him about cars.
Oh, naturally.
Right?
Naturally.
Or even technology. We have my dad's definitely more up to date with technology.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my mom would be easily lost, and I wouldn't share too much about technology with my mom, obviously, because of that.
I see.
So we can get into deeper conversations depending on that subject.
Okay.
But definitely my mom, just in general.
Okay.
But there's some things I could say I do share with my dad that I probably don't share with my mom.
Okay.
Right? Because there's just like an innate understanding between he and I.
Okay.
Maybe because of our roles in society, or other things.
Yeah.
But definitely with my mom too. You know, we have like our own exclusive topics. Maybe when it comes to finances, she's definitely better on that side.
Yeah, I honestly, my mom too. My mom too. My mom, she was a banker for a while.
Yeah.
So definitely all of my financial questions I bring to my mom.
Yeah.
But definitely I agree with you. There are certain things that subject matter that I would discuss with my dad than I would with my mom. For you, it's cars with your dad. For me, it's Harleys and motorcycles and things like that. So I think with all of that, those things that you connect with your parent or each of your parents is really special. I think that's really important to take note of. And I think what you said earlier, how there's an innate understanding between you and your dad. I really liked that little soundbite that you made because it just shows that even if you and your father, because you said that he was in the military, so it was kind of harder to see him when you were in your younger years.
Yeah.
I think as an adult, I think that's such an important thing to hold, is that understanding of one another, because you have such a soft heart. For those of you that don't know JJ and you have never met him personally, I highly suggest that you should, because this is the softest person you will ever meet. The most gentlest and kindest person I have ever been acquainted to. So if you have not, you should join INC Radio a little bit more. Get to know him more. Come to Northeast California and talk to him, because he has the sweetest things to say. But what I'm trying to get at is the fact that you have that space for your dad, even if, you know, during the times, and I'm not trying to delve so far back, but even as an adult now, you have that understanding, and he has that understanding from you, that your relationship is developed differently, which is beautiful, obviously. So we can continue. Before we continue, and before I start rambling, let's go into our YouTube comments with JJ.
Sure. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna go to the very top.
Okay.
So we got this one from Junilin Saruenda.
Okay.
Happy watching po mula sa Loconagua Distrito ng Marikina.
Yay! Thank you so much. Salamat po. Thank you. That was a good one. You did well.
Oh, wow.
You did well. You did well.
Sorry if I butchered it.
No, absolutely.
And then Elenita Kanowski.
Yes. Hi, Auntie Elenita.
NCL Sacramento, greetings from local of Sacramento.
With heart emojis. I love that. And then happy greetings and happy morning to all INC members from the locale of Fairfield from Sister Cheyenne Byrne.
Oh, Cheyenne.
Thank you so much for watching. Also, good morning and greetings from the locale of Stockton from Ariane. Honey. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so grateful that you're here in the comment section. Let us know your thoughts on children and parent relationships and friendships. Also, good morning here in the Philippines, and enjoy watching here on INC Radio Sacramento Satellite Studio from Mario. Oh, thank you, Kuya. Thank you for watching. Also from our Auntie Care. Go Auntie Radio Sacramento, your friend. I am so grateful that you're here, Auntie Care. Make sure that you also tune in, because she will be back on cam at the end of the month with a very special broadcast. Also, a shout out from Kuya Jeb from INC Radio, Orange County. Thank you, Kuya. We are so grateful that you are here and that you are in the comment section and commenting with us. Also, from the comment section, we have Auntie Fabi Pineda from Fairfield. Good morning, everyone, and happy Saturday, Paul. And then from Kiana, good morning. Thank you, Kiana. Also from Sister Leanne from Reno, thank you and greetings to everyone on INC Radio, your friend. We are so grateful for you to be here. And then we are also getting shout outs from Tracy. Shout out to the Camacho family and the local congregation of Fairfield. And also, good morning, tuning in from sunny San Diego, from Tracy. Thank you for joining us. We really love that. JJ, what are the other comments that we have? There's a lot.
And there's so many. But I just want to say hi, Tracy, because she does the San Diego radio, and
we love her.
Kuya
Jeb, we love you.
Yeah. Oh, and shout out from brother Carl from Vallejo.
Thank you, Carl.
Carl.
We love you.
Yes.
Also, super excited for you. I'm not going to spoil anything, but he's probably not going to be Kadua for very much longer. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex.
Tisha Kadua president.
Love that. Oh, okay. And then also we have a comment from Eileen here in the YouTube section. But before we get there, we have one comment. When I was younger, my parents do have different roles too. My dad in the military or Air Force, and my mama with my Josh and I. Oh, okay. So military family. We're also a military family.
Right.
Shout out to the military family. Thank you for your services, all of you.
Thank you.
Military parents. We love that. Also, we have so many comments. There's so many of them. From Jenny Domingo. Hello, everyone viewing from Carson City, Nevada. Love that. Also tuning in from the studio, Amadel. Thank you, our amazing tech. We love that. And then we also want to give a little bit of time for our brother Carl, because he also mentioned, shout out to his parents who taught me to put God first in everything, and everything else will fall into place. Love that. Love that for you so much.
Absolutely.
And we are so grateful for you, because he is our district Kadua president for the CFO. And for the viewers and listeners that don't know what that is, it is the Christian Family Organization, and the Kadua are the youth group here in the church that are 18 years of age and older.
And unmarried.
And unmarried, yes. And then we also have Clea Sass from Vallejo. Thank you so much in the comment section for shouting us out and letting us know. We love you so much. So many more comments. Also, we have another comment here from, I lost it. I apologize. From our tech. Shout out to my parents for always teaching me to continue to strive and to keep my faith and stay strong in serving God. Thank you so much, everyone in the comment section. You guys are wonderful. We are so grateful that you guys are here and you're continuing to watch us here on Your Friend from Sacramento. But before we continue on, we just want to give a special greeting and a special shout out to all of our district staff that continue to watch us, and also our multimedia advisor. Thank you, Bob, KJB. Thank you also for forwarding the link and letting everybody watch us. So we're really excited about that. So moving on in the discussion, our last question before we have to really close the show. So this is the question of the episode. Drum roll, please. Okay. Would you call your parent your friend?
You know what? If it was a yes and no, I would say yes.
Yeah.
But I've never really thought of it that way. Because
Mm-hmm.
I always just thought, like, parent's a parent,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and maybe my mom or my dad they can receive other titles.
Mm-hmm.
But when I think of them, I'll never say the first thing I'll ever think is going to be parent,
Mm-hmm.
mother, father,
Mhm.
mom, mommy, dad.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were to say friend, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
you know, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because we've been through a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and our relationship has definitely been tested more than like my regular friendships.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also that expectation, you know, when you have that parent-child relationship,
Mm-hmm.
there's that expectation that, you know, you should get along together
Mm-hmm.
because you're helping each other.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to have this history from the beginning.
Yeah.
With friends, it's, hopefully you make good friends. Hopefully you get along. You don't need to have many, but that you have them in life.
Uh-huh.
But are all friendships going to be equal? Are all friendships going to be as good as your parents' friendships or relationships? Well, that's another matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I love how you brought that up, that there are different degrees, right? There are different instances and types of friendships, and the way that friendship works, which is this whole INCRadio platform, is to dive into all of that. But I think one of the most crucial things that you mentioned was that you, in your mind, your parent is your parent. And I feel like when you said that, I felt like such a deeper relationship comes from that title that you gave than just, quote unquote, just a friend, right? So a friendship, friends can come and go.
Right.
So it literally sounds like you are implementing that with all of that's happening, with all of the friends that you go through in your life. Your lifelong friend will be your parents, and that's like the core. Those are your root people. And I think it's a really important topic that even viewers and listeners and everybody here that's tuning in, that we should really think about, is that at the end of the day, your parents, they really love you and they really care for you, and they were there for you through everything, even before you started making, quote unquote, friends at school. Like they were your first teacher, they were your first loves, honestly. They were your first people that you ever spoke to. So I think it's such a interesting factor to really think about a parent as a friend, because I think it just dives so much deeper than just friendship alone. But thank you so much for that.
You get me so well here. Oh my god.
Thank you so much. I love that. I love that. But you know what? It is just about that time, and I wish we could dive deeper on this topic. But I know there's going to be so much more topics about friendship and family within this month and how that all goes down. But before we go, JJ, do you have any shout outs that you want to make for the show?
Man, shout out to Tracy, because I know she's been putting herself out there in the chat.
Yay!
Tracy, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate the support from San Diego. And Fairfield, as always. I love Fairfield. All my friends at Fairfield. Mm-hmm.
Love that. Love that. Also, shout out to all of the viewers and listeners. Shout out to JJ. Thank you for being on here constantly. We love to hear from you. We love to hear your perspectives. And it's beautiful every time you share something, because you have the softest, kindest aura that is on the show. And I think it's such a wonderful time to have you here. So we hope that you continue to stay with us and to come be on the show with us. But before we close out the show, we do want to give our special shout outs to our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Thank you so much, Paul. Our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Arano Manalo. Our INC radio station manager, Brother Wally Turai. Our executive producer, Brother Manny Andaya. Our district minister, Brother Pete Dela Cruz. The CFO overseer in our district, Brother Nemo Pantaleon. Our district multimedia advisor, Brother JB Augustin. And the entire district staff in Northeast California. And on top of all of those shout outs, big shout out to our INC radio crew. We are so grateful and so happy, because we could not do that without you. So just so everyone knows, in the next few weeks, we are continuing to do these segments of the Your Friend from Sacramento, the relationships and friendships between family and friends. So our next week's show, we want to make sure that you are going to come again and meet us and be here, because in that show, we are talking about friendship even more. We are doing so much more with that. So thank you so much, everyone. So we'll see you next week, because you can always count on your friend from Sacramento. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Friendly, vibrant, welcoming, wholesome, fun. Your friend. INC Radio, Sacramento.